What up, Heart Squad, and welcome to another episode of Guess That Grade, where you and I, together as an amazing community, will predict the grades of some very rare Pokemon cards, vintage and old. And then, in the same video, we will go to Beckett and then reveal the grades. All in the same video in a tight-knit package that is called Guess That Grade. I will be trying to do this series probably bi-weekly or every other 2 weeks, just to keep it fresh and make you just that more excited every single time one of these episodes comes. But if you are excited about it, guys, hit the thumbs up button. Let's get this video to 15,000 likes. And as always, please consider joining this community. Join this Heart Squad, this incredible community, by hitting that subscribe button. Absolutely free to hit that subscribe button and join it. We are on the hashtag Road to a Million, and I appreciate your support as always. Now, if you are unfamiliar with this series, I will be showing you some cards that we have pulled, some cards that were just in a random collection. We will each go through, look at the card, make a prediction of what grade we think Beckett, and yes, Beckett will be the official place where I go, as I have been lately, because I can go drop off the cards there, albeit you only have a 2-window time slot to go do it, and then hopefully we get the cards in time. In the second part of this video, I'll reveal the actual grades. So if you're excited about it, Heart Squad, please get ready, because the first one's a doozy. That is the Team Rocket Snorlax EX that I pulled, mind you, from an EX Team Rocket Returns pack. One of the top 5 cards that you can get from EX Team Rocket Returns too. And this one is an absolute fan favorite. Let's take a look at the condition. And for this specific one, I really wanted to wait until this video to take a hard look. So centering does look like it is off from top to right. You can just see it right there. It's thicker on the right. So that's probably gonna be around a Beckett 9 for the centering. I don't see any scratches, any hollow bleeding. That looks fine. Centering, unfortunately, on the back looks like the same, so a 9 for the centering. Maybe a little white speck at the top right. Sometimes you can kind of just brush it off like that. Otherwise, all of the other corners look good, and no scratches too, which makes this a very hard grade because of the centering likely getting a 9, and because of that one white speck, it could get and likely get a Beckett 9. However, I love being optimistic, part of this little episode thing that I'm doing. So I'm gonna say, for my prediction for this Snorlax EX, a Beckett 9.5 Gem Mint. Next up, of course, it's another Entei Ex ultra rare card for that I pulled, mind you, once again from an EX Team Rocket Returns pack a couple weeks ago. I believe for this one it is around the same as far as the centering goes. Actually, centering looks a tad better on this one, so maybe a 9.5 for the centering, but you can clearly tell thinner up there, thicker on the right. On the back, it's about the same for the centering. As far as any whitening goes, I don't see any whitening. So I am confidently gonna say this one should get, the Entei EX should get, for my prediction, a Beckett 9.5, which would be fantastic. Now, the Snorlax, when you're comparing the two, the Snorlax is worth more money than the Entei, but both of them are worth hundreds, and that 0.5 difference on the grade will make a big, big difference. But regardless, they were both pulled by me, so I'm very happy about that. Next up, it's a doozy. You're really gonna enjoy this one. It is a first edition Riko from Neo Revelation. This card, ungraded, worth hundreds. Now, let's take a look at the condition. This card will kind of fall in line like that Shadowless Charizard or last week's episode or 2 weeks ago where I opened up, or I graded the Shining Celebi, the Shining Charizard, and all of those came back better grades than what we had thought. Now, taking a look at this one, centering is probably around a Beckett 9.5. I don't see too many scratches, or it may just be the artwork in the background over here. As far as on the holofoil, no creases, no bends. And on the back, this is much better quality, condition than the Charizard. We'll get a little bit closer over here. So you can clearly tell right over here, there is whitening. There's whitening right there. Obviously, it's not a gem mint or anything, but what I can say is this likely, as if this isn't one I get. If the other one, the Shadowless Charizard, was a Beckett, what was it, a Beckett 7? This should get like a Beckett 7.5 or an 8. I'm gonna go ahead and be optimistic once again and say this gets a Beckett BGS 8 for my prediction of a first edition Riko. I know there's a lot of people that love that card, so wanted to throw that one in there. Next up, get ready. A Squirtle from Legendary Collection. I have never graded a card like this before. Obviously, you know Squirtle is my favorite Pokemon of all time, and I was sent this from an amazing Heart Squad member for my collection, and I'm like, it's sitting in a sleeve, and it needs to get protected by getting graded. So, centering, you can take a look, is probably around a Beckett 9.5. It's better than all the other ones that we have seen. And this is a reverse holographic, mind you, which is why you're getting the whole fireworks show all over the card, except on the actual Pokemon itself. There's the set symbol. Condition on the front looks fantastic. Condition on the back, it does look like there's some whitening in the top right, whitening in the bottom right. Centering, not too bad once again, but I am going to say a Beckett 9. A Beckett 9 will be my prediction for this Squirtle card from so for Legendary Collection, mind you, all of the reverse holographics, like the reverse holographic Charizard, which has the same artwork by Mitsuhiro Arita from the original base set, just like the Squirtle. Those are the more valuable cards, part of Legendary Collection. I know, and I'm not the biggest fan of the reverse holographics, but then again, this one just special to me. That is why I wanted to get it graded, so be sure, guys, in the comment section below, let me know your predictions for the cards so far, and especially this one, a Charizard VMAX from the new set, Darkness Ablaze. Now, by the time this first part of this video goes up, I will have opened up lots of Darkness Ablaze on the channel. This will have been from the first booster box of Darkness Ablaze that I opened. That video, if you haven't seen it, is on the front page of my channel if you want to go check it out. I pulled this, was very, very happy, and I wanted to get it graded, not only because it's likely going to be the very first one graded in the entire world, but it actually looks like it may have a decent chance at getting a Beckett Pristine 10. Looking at the centering on the front, I know it's a little bit more difficult because the card graphic kind of just spews out like the flame over here, his horns, the Galaxy holofoil on the background. Honestly, looks perfect on the front, Beckett 10, and on the back, even more so. Look at that beautiful centering. Absolutely perfecto centering for the back. And is that whitening? No, that's not whitening. No whitening anywhere, no scratches. That is why my prediction for the new Charizard VMAX Ultra Rare card is a BGS Beckett 10. Pristine, which is technically also a black label for label purposes, but I am not saying this is gonna get a black label. I will be ultimately surprised if it does, and that would be amazing. But I do think that it should get a Beckett Pristine Gold Label 10. So there we go. Make your predictions, Heart Squad, because that is it. It's time to go to Beckett.
Tomorrow.
And we're back in the studio, and inside this box lies our destiny of finding out if our cards are perfect condition, or basically what we predicted. So here is the box from Beckett. And once again, I am beyond ready not only to reveal the grades, but also show you something like this. Ooh, that's shiny, I know. Shiny cardboard, huh? This is an Expedition base set booster box, or at least it used to be one. Well, technically it still is one, but it's unopened, as I had originally gotten these golden luscious packs, these golden ticket packs from that massive storage haul back in like November or December of last year. And I haven't opened up too many of these packs because I did pull this guy, the Charizard holographic, from it back in December. I think it was like the biggest where I opened up Skyridge packs and whatnot. But I will be opening up a lot more of these packs and some more Gold Star Searchin' packs this Saturday for a, once again, Vintage Saturday Spectacular, which brings me to, if you can, please be sure to subscribe to the channel and join this community because it's gonna be a lot of fun. We are fast approaching 950,000 subscribers, part of this community, and I have a very, very special opening in store for 950,000. So without further ado, let's just get right into this box. Hopefully y'all remember your predictions. I'm going to, hopefully this is the back of a card. Is it? Is it? Yes, okay. So this is the back of a card. I'm going to show y'all the, okay. This is the Entei from EX Team Rocket Returns. I think I was trying to be optimistic with the EX Team Rocket Returns cards, because there also is a Snorlax. So, my prediction was a Beckett 9.5. Let's see. A Beckett 9.5! Look at that, and it's a true Beckett 9.5. It has 9.5s on all of the different types of ways to grade. The centering, the corners, surface, edges, as I thought, and I was more confident about this one becoming a Beckett 9.5 than the Snorlax EX one. So for this one, as far as like prices goes, because this may be a PSA 10, I don't know, it could be. But even if not, around the Beckett 9.5s for this goes for close to $1,000, if not $1,000. So this was a very, very awesome grade for the Entei Ex. And of course, it's from one of the best sets of all time that I believe is underrated, EX Team Rocket Returns. So fantastic way to start this opening. We are 1 for 1 on predictions with a Beckett 9.5. Next up, let us see. This is another back of the card. Good. This is the Snorlax. Now, Snorlax is probably, as I get my light fixed, Snorlax is probably the maybe third or fourth best card in the set that you want to pull. Of course, I believe there is a Mewtwo EX, which may be a little bit more sought after than the Snorlax, but otherwise, this is the card that you have wanted to pull, and we pulled it, like I said earlier in the video. But for now, my prediction was a very, very optimistic BGS 9.5, because I believe the centering was off a little bit, but let's see. A Beckett 9.5! Look at that awesome score, and once again, we almost had 9.5s all around. So the centering was a 9.5, I'll take it. It was the corners, which I believe I may have seen some whitening on it. Otherwise, the surface and edges were a 9.5 for that lovely gold label Gem Mint 9.5 for Snorlax over here. Guys, hit that thumbs up button, leave a like if you're a fan of Snorlax. Let's take a look. I can see it for the centering, or at least the centering for a 9.5. I also can see the centering get a 9, to be completely honest, so I'm very happy about that one. There is a little bit of whitening speck at the top right. I don't see any other... So that's basically it. That's kind of interesting. Not that it really matters at this point, because even if the corners were a 9.5, it would just be a true BGS 9.5. So overall, this was a big surprise and a very, very happy result. BGS 9.5, I believe we are perfect 2 for 2 at the moment. just so you can take a better look at it. There it is. What I love about these EX Team Rocket Returns Ultra Rare EXs is the fact that the entire card is basically just so holofoily and shiny. And you know me, I love my shiny cardboard. So let's just get a little quick pic of them together. Selfie. That's so cool. So happy about these two. Definitely let me know in the comment section if you were correct so far. Now, what is this? This is a... Ooh, so this is a biggie. Well, technically they all are. First edition Riko from Neo Revelation. Ungraded, worth hundreds. I think my prediction was a BGS 8. Trying to be optimistic and comparing it to that time where my Shadowless Charizard, where I thought was going to get like a BGS 5, it came back a BGS 7.5. Hallelujah. And I was very happy and we all celebrated over some pudding. So now... I predicted BGS 8. Let's see. A BGS 8.5! Wow, so centering 9.5, edges, and all around were 8.5. So a near mint to mint 8.5 for a Neo Revelation Riko. I know Nick loves this card a lot, so shout out to Nick. This is incredible. I was being optimistic with an 8, so we did get the prediction wrong for this one, yes. However, we overall, I'll take it being wrong. I'll absolutely take it if it's if you're wrong and the grade is higher than expected. So this is from Neo Revelation and it is a first edition one. There's also the Unlimited print, which basically scratch out the first edition, but don't actually do that, but that would be the unlimited version. I haven't really opened up too many Neo Revelation packs on the channel before. I was almost gonna open up a box, but I decided not to open it up just because it's crazy rare. You know, that one was just an unlimited one, I believe. I would love to open up more Neo Revelation packs, and if you would like me to, because I've basically opened every other type of Neo set packs on the channel, minus Neo Revelation. Like every other, like even Neo Destiny, which is by far the most popular Neo sets, or at least my favorite. I've opened up way more of those than Neo Revelation. But for this one, I'm beyond happy that this did get a near mint. As far as like pricing goes, I believe I saw research before the video, a PSA 8 of a first edition Riko went for around $700 to $800. So jumped up a few $100s, and this being an 8.5, that's great. That's really, really nice. Now, as far as the population for all of the cards goes, other than my Charizard, which I know that's the first one graded, I don't know the populations for all these other ones. Maybe I will have put it on the screen or whatnot, but for now, Riko, my boy, you got an 8.5. Next up is probably the, well, I guess it has to be either the Charizard or the Legendary Collection Squirtle. Let's take a look. Much easier to grab now. So this is the Squirtle Legendary Collection. This was more so of, you know, a fan sent this Squirtle to me. Squirtle's my favorite Pokemon. I think my grade was a Beckett, was it a Beckett 9? I think I said for this one. Maybe it was, because there was some whitening in a few spots. Centering looks very nice, so I think my prediction was a Beckett 9. Let's see. A Beckett 9! I hope that was it. It's been a while since I recorded. Obviously, I got a haircut in the time being. It was not technically tomorrow. I really did have to wait several days for this. So, centering was a 9.5. I did think that centering was fantastic, which is great. Corners were a 9. That would be that. Edges, also a 9. Surface, a 9.5. That's fantastic, especially on these reverse holographics. Very, very, you know, there's so many easy ways to scratch when the entire card is holofoil, basically. Checking the back. Centering looks great. Yeah, there's a bunch on the edges, and you can, let me get close for y'all. Y'all saw it before. The edges, the corners, it all has the whitening on it. So, you know, this was expected as it was, I believe, my prediction, right? So, ungraded, this was around maybe $100, I would say. So maybe it's jumped up like $100 or $200 or so. So probably around $300 for this, maybe. I don't know. This is invaluable to me because it's my boy Squirtle. So very happy about that. Hopefully that was my prediction. Beckett BGS 9, and you definitely let me know if it was yours. But now it is time. There is one card remaining. Now, This was the Charizard VMAX card that I pulled from my Darkness Ablaze booster box opening. Darkness Ablaze is the upcoming Pokemon TCG set, and I was very happy to not only have pulled it already, but to get it graded for what will be the only graded Charizard VMAX card in the world, and hopefully what is the only Beckett BGS either pristine 10, which was my prediction. So my prediction for this Charizard was a pristine gold label 10 because they're the same type of labels. However, I would not be surprised, I'd be very ecstatic if it was a black label Charizard. Shall we see the grade? There's nothing else in here. Are y'all ready for this? Doom, doom, doom. A pristine 10 for Charizard. Does that look gorgeous? Oh, so the centering was the only thing that was stopping us from a black label. 9.5 for the centering. We'll take a closer look shortly. Otherwise, edges, corners, surface were all 10s, which got it that pristine gold label 10. Which this is still an amazing result because, you know, the printing with new cards isn't the best at all. So taking a look at the centering, it does seem like maybe down here is a bit more thicker than the left side. Otherwise, it's very difficult to tell with the rest. But, you know, upon closer technically it looks like that's all fine over there. It's just over there. Taking a look at the back. Yep, you can tell. The bottom is a bit more thicker than the other sides, and I may have mentioned that earlier on in this video when I was showcasing the Charizard. But honestly, guys, this is a fantastic grade. I think I was maybe 4 for 5, and the one I got wrong was a higher grade. Overall, if you are interested in purchasing any of these cards in today's videos, minus the Squirtle, please do send me an email. Serious inquiries only, especially if you're interested in this guy. Very cool looking card, even cooler that it's basically a perfect card. Hope you enjoyed today's video of Guess That Grade. Leave a like, get ready. Expedition coming up this Saturday. My name is Leonhart. Stay awesome, stay positive, and as always, I'll see y'all in the next video.